quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Packers. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between our visitors and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Second and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That looked like a common mistake made by the defense. Sometimes there's confusion, right? They're in zone, so you got to make sure your zones are taken care of. But once the quarterback got out of the pocket, they forgot about their zone discipline and staying in the right parts of the field. That allowed for a big play to happen.
Time running out here on the play clock. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
The first carry now. This is Lacey. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Lacey, see you later. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacey, 75 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Another pistol look here.
Here we go now, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
They run again with Michael. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That call was actually a linebacker's dream. A draw play when you're blitzing. Because they're trying to set up and fool you into thinking it's a pass. But because they're doing so, they're actually opening up a crease for you to get through and get to the ball carrier. An excellent play for the linebacker.
Yeah, he finds a man on the crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw now on first down. Caught left side to Crabtree. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion. The play clock's running down. They'll drop the throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on second down. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Offense. Still first down.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding time. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Packers are going to have a first down. A lot of time there, partner, in the protected pocket, and he was able to deliver.
The guys protecting the passer have allowed him plenty of time to go through his progressions and find open receivers.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to try and go deep again. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 50 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point try now for Walsh. And that makes it 14-10. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can get that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball down for play action, you're good to go. When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Gun! 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 Set! Gun! 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 Hurry up! Here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throw here out of the gun. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Let's go!
On the ground, it's Michael. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. On the run, this is Michael. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gap. So we call mugging the line of scrimmage to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Smith. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Cook. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, did we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. He really does a great job in the run game now. Using his length.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. They'll come out in the pistol. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Backing up. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And there's a flag on the play. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Holding offense.
Throwing, Cook. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
Now Hundley to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing, Hundley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. We'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete. Rod Smith, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go!
Back to throw again. Caught by Montgomery. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go! Brand 3!
They'll look to throw again. He's got time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Packers right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Raiders look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Raiders taking the field for their opening drive. Completion is made across the middle of the field. And this play will go for 6 as they put the first points on the board. 1st and 10. Lacey's got it on the run, and he'll end up sprinting it to the end zone. Packers tied up at 7. Now 1st and 10. The connection is made in the middle of the field. And after the long pass, he'll score. They're now on top by 4. 1st and 10. Smith's got great blocking here, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Packers go up by 8. Offense on the field now after the INT. The pass ends up being picked off. Raiders defense happy to get off the field. Now following the interception, here we get a quick pass and completion, and this play will go for 6. This cuts the deficit to 1. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to Lambeau Field for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. An entire crew of Raiders, an entourage there to make the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
There we go. Nice play, baby. Let's go. 1-9.
They go back to the ground with Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Watch right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go read option with Griffin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. The first throw for the backup, Griffin. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing, Hundley. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
On third down, Griffin. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Here's Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
What's often built into passing games without actually stating it is rack yardage, run after catch, because they expect receivers to make a catch and make someone miss. And how about the broken tackle cause there that allowed for the big pickup of yardage?
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. On third and goal, here's Griffin. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
So they're going to go for 2.
Right.
Griffin will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Second and just 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Hundley to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll drop to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Two receivers left, one to the right. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
This is Smith. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football. Back. At Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go! 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. –
38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Hundley. Can't find anyone open. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they'll go on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Griffin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. handoff spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Griffin now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And a gain there of 11 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they'll run it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage and hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And heading out for another drive, the Raiders defense. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually,
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Holding offense.
And on the ground they go with a running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. A host of Raiders in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Uses his stiff arm. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now, standing just outside his own goal line.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And now here come the Raiders. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing, Hundley. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. He's back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
And not only did they score, they tied the game. That means...
Yep, the PAT now can win it. Now the try here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw here. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Timeout offense.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender is bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
First throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete. Here's Spencer Lanning now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Griffin now to throw on third down. And there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raiders defense getting ready. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again.
Here we go. 1, 2,
Now Hundley. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The whole group of Raiders there that time helped bring him down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Another pistol look here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So out come the Raiders, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to someone else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The he's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, 60 minutes wasn't enough, partner. We needed overtime, but what a gutsy victory.
Brandon, to win one in overtime, I think it gives you a little extra bounce, a little extra juice around your facility for the next week. And for the team that got beat, oh, that's tough to recover from.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.